Right, about 30 minutes of play remaining of football for season 1977. Can the Magpies pull off an historic premiership?
The impossible dream.
That's right, the impossible dream. As Barry Cook was saying before the start of this grand final, the Wooden Spooners last year, Collingwood, and they lead at three-quarter time by 27 points in the 77 grand final. Magro to boot them back into attack towards the half-forward line it goes. Second grab, Rene King can't quite collect it. Carlton's there, but the mark will be paid. Rene King wasting no time. Magpies, plenty of confidence down towards full forward to Twiggy Dunn. Beats them all over the back it goes. It's going to be a free kick North Melbourne's way to be taken by Brent Croswell. Croswell moved down to mind Moore in the third quarter. Peter Moore has kicked 4 goals for the Magpies. Croswell out towards the centre wing. Kieran in front. Thompson will go for the big punch from behind. No, he goes for the grab. That's confidence. And the big fella plucks it, and what a game he's played in the ruck too. When Thompson will boot the Magpies back into attack. They lead by 27 points. Down towards Twiggy Dunn. He's got front position. Gumble over the back. Second grab will be paid. And Dunn is within scoring distance.
Well, he's got the breeze blowing in his face here, but it'll be a difficult shot, Peter, I'd say. Twiggy Dunn coming in now to try and put Collingwood 33 points in front. And we've played about a minute and a half of this last quarter of the 1977 grand final. A shot. What's the result? It veers off at the last moment, and the ball is through for 1 point. So Collingwood go to a 28-point lead. They're 9 goals, 13-67. To North Melbourne, 4 goals, 15-39. We wait now for the ball to come back into play. Brent Croswell kicking off. Shoots the ball back towards the centre half back position. Rene King got his hand taken nicely away from the pack by Xavier Tanner. He's away. Played a fairly good game too. He's had a great tussle with Mark Magro. Back it goes towards Manasseh. Oh, he's missed the ball. Kicked off the ground by Briders. Back towards that half-forward line. Down goes Manasseh. He'll get a push in the back and a free kick down there short of the half-back line. Collingwood 67 points to North Melbourne 39 points. Just on the 2-minute mark of this last quarter.
Manasseh from the half-back line towards the centre wing, looking for a big fellow Thompson again. Big pack of players out there. Centre wing on the outer side. Mark's going to be paid, excuse me, North Melbourne's way to be taken by Gary Carlton. So North Melbourne to move into attack. They trail by 28 points. Carlton down towards the full forward line. Bryder setting himself. Misjudged it very badly, though. Douglas there for Collingwood. High kick in the air, back towards centre wing. North Melbourne's mark for Shaw, taken by Schimmelbusch, and turned back it goes. No, it's Nettlefold. Back towards full forward. Worthington setting himself. Couldn't mark the ball. Test over at Bridus again. Only 20 metres out. Left foot snap by Bridus right across the face of goals. And it's going to be a boundary throw in. North Melbourne into attack. Approaching the 3-minute mark of this final quarter. Magpies leading by 28 points.
Ball out of bounds in the forward pocket, about 25 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Pressure on the Collingwood defence. Baker and Thompson go for the knockout. Thompson gets a hand pass, but it's a bad one to Schimmelbusch. He's got a chance to snap the goal. He does. It looks all right. Is it going through? No, it's 1 point. So it's 27 points the difference at the 3-minute mark of this last quarter of the 1977 grand final. Can the Magpies hang on and be the first side ever to win a grand final from the bottom position? They were the Wooden Spooners last year, as we wait now for the ball to come back into play by Kevin Worthington, the Collingwood fullback. Oh, he's gone for a little short kick for himself, not on the mark. Baker left him unattended that time. He gets the ball back there on a mark taken here by Andrew Ireland, a little longer than centre half back. Not a good kick, it's a bad one. Back it goes towards Henshaw. Backs up well, boots the ball back towards centre half forward. Chance for Magro to mark, and he does. He's played a great game in the centre, Magro. At centre half back, the mark to Magro. At the 4-minute mark, Collingwood still 27 points in front.
Magro out towards the centre wing on the outer side of the ground, looking for Rene King. Plenty of North Melbourne players, and Gumbleton takes the mark. Centre wing outer side, wasting no time out to Nettlefold. Down towards the half-forward line for North Melbourne, almost a full forward. In front is Douglas. Beautiful mark, goes back to Sutton. Sutton's been switched to the forward line for North Melbourne. He's within scoring distance, only about 30 metres out, and as good as directly in front. Well, this could make the difference pretty interesting. Sutton lining up. Distance should be no problem at all. Drop punt on its way, and he's put it through. 5 minutes of play in the final quarter. Can North Melbourne come back? 67 plays 46. The difference is 21 points. The 1977 grand final.
Well, there's a long way to go yet. North have got plenty of time, and another goal would make this a heck of a fight. There's the mark by Sutton. Not a bad sort of a confident mark. Got right out of business that time. Back to the centre now. It'll be Thompson. Hasn't been off the ball all day against Crackers Keenan. Up she goes. Free kick to Thompson. Put his hand right in the middle of his back, and Thompson now ready to send Collingwood to attack. A long kick down towards centre half forward. Out comes Moore. Couldn't hold the mark. Well backed up that time by Montgomery. Been a darn good player for North Melbourne. Back she goes as a go for North now as Dench has got a clear run. He'll fire for the goals. It's not a good kick. That's a mark here to Bob. To back that one. They got back in business. That's his fourth goal, and North are really firing again. So that makes the difference now. Only 15 points, and North Melbourne right back in the fight at the 6-minute mark of this last quarter of the 1977 Grand Final. Barassi's made plenty of change. He's got Sutton down there on the forward line. Dents down at centre half forward, and they're starting to look a lot better again, North. A goal again would make them full of running.
Right, 67 plays 52. Magpies lead by 15 points. 6 minutes of play will elapse the final quarter. Can North Melbourne come back? Magpies leading by 27 points at three-quarter time. Thompson ruck again, taken by Nettlefold. Hurried kick, not an effective one, but taken in turn by Byrne. Handball's a bad one. Can he back it up? He does. Byrne gets boot the ball. It goes straight to Arnold Brightus. Well, he's pulled it, but he's going to steady down. He's about to play on. And Arnold Brightus is within scoring distance. It's about 50 metres out. Stylist of angles, Baker leads, but Brightus will line up and bang for goal. Drop punt is on its way, and it's offline. It's 1 point, if that. It is. Sneaked in for a point. So the difference is 14 points. Almost at the 7-minute mark. The 1977 Grand Final, the final quarter. Can the Magpies hang on? There's the score. 67 plays 53. The Magpies by 14 points.
And we've played just on 7 minutes of this last quarter. I know who's made the difference to North Melbourne coming on the ground is Billy Nettlefold. He's been in everything so far. Up it goes. Thompson's got the mark. We see Thompson take that mark out there at half-back. Collingwood under pressure now. 14 points in front as the ball goes around towards the wing position. Up they get. The ball pushed out the cable. In goes Kink, but there's Nettlefold again, getting a hand pass out. Magro chips in, getting the ball away, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Magro. Now it's going to North Melbourne, is it? Yes, North Melbourne. Around the neck, and it goes to Tanner. Tanner shoots the ball back over the half-forward line. At the back is where's the go now for Brightus. Chance, oh, he's past the wrong bloke, Manasseh. And he's put it through. Kelly Finch has put it through. What a mistake now. That's his second goal. Now it's only 8 points the difference. How about that for a mistake by Manasseh? He hand passed to Dench by mistake, and Dench has got an easy goal, and now it's only 8 points the difference. There's David Dench playing at centre half forward. 7 goals, 17-59 North Melbourne. At Collingwood 9-13, 67. Oh, golly, what will happen to that guy if they lose this match, Collingwood? They'll just about execute him, I would say.
Well, what a grand final. North Melbourne right back in it. The Magpies lead whittled down to only 8 points. Here's Carlton for North Melbourne. Can he collect it? Cleverly out towards Henshaw. Back towards the half-forward line. Here's Brightus streaming out. Can he get there in time? Centre wing taken in turn by Vanessa. Back towards the half-forward line. There's Frank Gumbleton. Wants to play on. Goes to handball and turn out towards Stephen Eck. He's back in defence. Kick is smothered. Test out for Wayne Richard. Oh, he's got it. Centre wing on the outer side of the ground. Nettlefold's in there again. He's the player with the ball from the bottom of that pack. It's going to be a ball up. Centre wing on the outer side. And Betts is about to come on the ground for the Magpies. Their lead of 27 points has been whittled down to only 8 points at the 9-minute mark of this final quarter. Chance again, back towards the half-forward line. Big leap by Sutton. Free kick to Shaw to Casson. Casson well on the edge there, about 65 metres out from goal. Will waste no time. North Melbourne have a run on. Down towards 4-4 goes. Looking there for Brightus. Second grab. He's come down with the ball. They've been playing the ball. And North Melbourne have the chance to only trail by 2 points. Arnold Brightus to date has kicked only 5 behinds. No goals and 5 behinds. Oh.
And got in serious trouble down there, as we can see in the picture. Got up Collingwood in the hands of his teammates there. The trainer's coming out. They're going to take him off the ground.
Well, Arnold Brightus can make the difference, only 2 points. As I mentioned, he's kicked 5 behinds in the game to date. He's only about 30 metres out. Slightest of angles. There's Doug Gott, who's in plenty of trouble. In fact, players going to be held up until they got some heaps of trouble there, actually. Very hard to determine what the injury is, but the stretcher is coming out and players being held up. So Arnold Brightis will have to settle down. Doug got, I hope it's not a broken leg or anything, Lou.
Well, I don't know what it... Well, it's very hard to work out. He's had trouble with his knee, and he doesn't look the best, of course, and they're taking him off the ground. That is the rule of the VFL. If a player is a stretcher case, well, they've got to hold up play. Arnold Brightis still with the ball there, about 30 metres out, yet to score a goal for North. He's kicked 5 points, and of course, if he gets this goal, it'll make the difference only 2 points, and we're at the 10.5-minute mark of this last quarter of the 1977 Grand Final. We'll certainly have a bit of time on, so it'll be a pretty long quarter, I should imagine. There's Doug Got. It's bad luck for him, but the game must go on as Betts takes his place, and we wait now for Arnold Brightis from about 30 metres out. He wouldn't be 30 metres out, Arnold. North Melbourne have come to light in this last quarter. Barassi making a couple of changes, and Netterfold coming on the ground replacing Blight has made the world of difference to them. Little nuggety bloke, ex-Richmond player. Another one Richmond's given away.
Well, Louis, North Melbourne have added 3 goals to date in the first 11 minutes of play in this final quarter, and Brightis can make it 4 and reduce the leeway from 27 points to only 2. A very vital kick indeed. He's only kicked 5 behinds to date. Lines up, and I think he's missed again. 6 behinds to Arnold Brightis, and the Magpies breathe again. They lead by 7 points at the 12-minute mark of the grand final of season 77.
Collingwood 67 to North Melbourne 60 points. That's the difference, 7 points. Collingwood looking a bit shaky at the moment as it goes out to Thompson and Keenan. The ball knocked down. Dunn gets a kick, not a good one. A chance for Magro to mark. East upended. Umpire says plan as Tanner drives it back towards the full forward zone. Out comes Worthington, punched away again by Hyde. Is the go now for Dench? He's got a clear run, he'll fire. Here he goes for the goals. It looks, no, it's not. It's 1 point, and it's only 6 points the difference. David Dench. My golly, here's an inspiring captain for you. Got him down there at the centre half forward position to put a bit of life into that North Melbourne forward line. Looked hopeless in the third quarter, but it's certainly come to life now with Sutton and Dench down there. We wait now for the ball to come back into play. Thompson at the back. Ball pushed to the ground, and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds on that half-forward line. Still in North Melbourne's attacking zone, about 60 metres around from their goal. Ball back into play now. Thompson and Keenan. There's a push in the back, Nilly, and Thompson will take the free kick. By golly, he's put up a great show today, Thompson. He's been on the ball all day. He's had about 14 kicks and he's been a great player. The ball falls a bit short. Back it comes to Ick. The ball smothered. Grabbed by Max Richardson. He drives the ball down towards that half-forward line. Oh, over went Anderson that time. This allowed Montgomery to pick it up easy. It'll be a free kick to Montgomery. He grabbed him. Wasn't within a mile of the ball that time. And Montgomery takes the free kick at half-back for North Melbourne. Still 6 points the difference in favour of Collingwood.
Almost at the 14-minute mark of the final quarter, Montgomery turned towards the centre wing. Collingwood's mark in front. Wayne Richardson to drive the Magpies into attack. Well, in fact, Doug got going off the ground. Could be a blessing in disguise for the Magpies because North had a run on. Maybe it stopped it. Wayne Richardson towards the half-forward line. Carlton setting himself from behind. Thumped down the ground. Chance for Henshaw with the boundary line will beat him. Boundary throw-in. Half-forward line for the Magpies. On the outer side of the ground. The difference only 6 points. 67 plays 61. Twiggy done against Keenan. Now it's taken by Cable. Cable and turned back towards the centre of the ground. Dench is there, can't collect it. Chance to centre now for Billy Picken. Short pass and turn goes towards the half-forward line. Bouncing free. The race is on now. Centre wing on the outer member side of the ground. Well done, Chilbush outpaced Andrew Ireland. And North Melbourne back into attack towards the half-forward line. Robert Hyde can't collect it. Brightis is there for North Melbourne. Chance for Byrne. Byrne steadies down into on-field ball to Baker. Scores will be level. Baker couldn't miss. And scores a level. We might be back here next week. Scores a level in the 1977 Grand Final at the 15-minute mark.
Thompson against Keenan. Knocked out by Thompson. Pushed back towards the centre by North Melbourne. As they go now for Magpies, put Barham under pressure. The ball comes down to Collingwood as we see Ireland trying to get it clear, and the umpire's going to ball it up just about on the edge of the white line. Well, actually, it is on the edge of the white line, out towards the wing position, but a little bit up towards North Melbourne's half-forward line. Scores dead level at the moment. Knocked out to Wayne Richardson. He shoots the ball down towards centre half forward. And there's Montgomery. He's played a great gun. Pushed out by Twiggy. He's running an open goal. He fires. And he's put it through for 1 point. Oh, there was a chance of a lifetime. Look at Twiggy Dunn. Terribly disappointed about that kick. But at least the Magpies have hit the front by a point. And we're at the 15-minute mark of this last quarter. There's the scores. 8-19, 67 North Melbourne to Collingwood 9-14, 68. Only a point the difference as the ball goes back towards the centre half back position. Punched out down towards the Collingwood half forward line. There's Gordon and Ells battling hard. The ball knocked along the ground by Gordon. The ball is out of bounds about 50 metres around from the Collingwood goal. Now the pressure is on the North Melbourne defence. Knocked out by Dunn. As they go now for Tanner to get the ball clear. Down goes Shaw. Tanner still playing it ahead. He showed plenty of confidence as he gets clear. He's grabbed it behind the ball, I'd say. And a free kick goes there to Collingwood, and the free kick to go there to Wayne Richardson at centre field.
Almost at the 17-minute mark now of the grand final. Magpies by 1 point. Wayne Richardson taking plenty of time. Going for a long torpedo punt. Moore setting himself. Big pack of players there, though. Taken by Stephen Nick and turned by Rene Kink. He's grabbed but not in possession. Free kick to Rene Kink. And Kink is within scoring distance. Only about 45 metres out, possibly 50, directly in front. The Magpies lead by 1 point. They seem to have an invincible lead of 27 points at three-quarter time as Kink lines up. Shoots for goal, and I think he's missed. So the Magpies lead by 2 points. Almost at the 18-minute mark now of the grand final. Collingwood by 2 points. There's the score, 69-67. Brent Croswell, Barassi pulling off many moves this final quarter out towards half-back. In front the chance of Magpies. Couldn't quite collect it. Half-forward line for the Collingwood side. Handball goes out towards Byrne. Byrne turned towards centre wing to Xavier Tanner. Tanner towards Stanley Ells. Ells off for a run. What's the pass like down towards 4 foot over back Worthington. Chance of Casson. In trouble. Bundled out of the way. Only about 20 metres out from North Melbourne's goal. Arnold Brightus trying to swing onto his right boot. Harry kick high in the air. No mark will be paid here. Thumped down the ground. And turn it goes towards Manasseh. Manasseh back towards halfback. It's dangerous. Xavier Tanner wants to play on. He can line up only 40 metres out. Bangs in towards goal. And Thompson setting himself, and it's forced through for 1 point. So the difference is 1 point again. 19 minutes of play in the final quarter.
Well, this is a real ring-a-ding game. There's no doubt about that. Only a point the difference. And we're approaching the 19-minute mark. But this quarter will go for a long time because we have to hold up play for Doug Gott to be taken off on a stretcher in this last quarter. The 1977 grand final is certainly turning out to be a real thriller. There's Keenan and Thompson having a battle. Knocked out the shore. Round it goes towards the wing position, out wide. And it beats the pack, and the ball is out of bounds on the centre wing position on the outer side. Oh, this crowd is certainly getting their money's worth today. Only a point the difference in favour of Collingwood. Which way will it go as we see the ball grabbed now by Elves? Doing a great job out towards Shaw, but it beats him and the ball is out of bounds. This time it's creeping around towards the North Melbourne goal. It's about 70 metres around from their goal on their half-forward line. By golly, she looks worried too. Ball back into play again. There we see Cable going for a quick hurry snap that time, and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds, but it's gradually creeping around towards the North Melbourne goal. This time about 65 metres. Back it goes to Hyde, but his kicker smothers a go for Arnold Brightus. Can he pick it up? He goes down with Manasseh. Manasseh's first to his feet, drives the ball back, but Cable's there to take the mark. The little fellow might come to life in this last quarter because he's been very quiet all day. Ball out there at half forward. We wait now for Cable to go for a pass. That's a good one, and Burns got it. And this fella could easily kick this. He's about 60 metres out, but he's got the wind right on his tail. If he gets this, it'll put North in front by 5 points. Approaching the 20-minute mark. The kick. Oh, it's not a good one. And it's out of bounds in the forward pocket. Now the pressure is really on the Collingwood defence as they lead by 1 point.
20 minutes of play in this final quarter. Thompson uncontested in the ruck. Handball's out to Worthington. That's dangerous. Worthington will go over the handball and turn out towards half back. Taken by Billy Pickton. Loves the run and he's off. He'll go for a long handball. I think he'll have to hurry, though he does. Oh, it's dangerous centre wing. Chance of Barham. Barham and turn towards Wearmouth. He can click that he can. Oh, he missed the bounce. Oh, he's been busted aside. Schimbush and Hot to shoot. Very close to boundary line, and in fact a boundary throw-in. But the Magpies now into attack. They lead by a point. 21 minutes of play approaching in the final quarter. And that ball went so fast, there's no ruckman on the spot. Rene King contesting. Chance for Byrne. Cable's there. Plenty of North Melbourne players. Cable out towards Xavier Tanner. By God, what a game he's played. Hamburg is keen on the run. And towards the centre. Tricky done. Oh, spilled it badly. Taken by Gumbleton. 12. Back towards Montgomery. Until Montgomery breaks clear. Will go for a long kick down towards full forward. He's about 70 metres out. In towards Arnold Brightus. He's got it.
Mark.
Well, Brightus has kicked 6 behinds to date. Well, will it be 7 behinds, and will the scores be level, or will Arnold Brightus kick straight for the first time in the game and put North Melbourne in front? 22 minutes of play approaching the 1977 Grand Final. Collingwood lead by a point. Brightus directly in front, only about 25 metres out, lining up for his first goal or his 7th behind. Drop punt.
He's put it through for a point.
It's his 7th behind and scores a level.
Oh, golly, we could be back here next week again.
It cost another 100,000.
Okay, scores dead level, 69 points apiece. There's the scoreboard in the 1977 Grand Final, approaching the 21-minute mark. Or over the 21-minute mark, actually. And the ball back into play. It'll be a long quarter as the ball goes out there towards that half-back line. Punched away. Has to go for Byrne. An open goal. He fires. And this looks like 1 point and North have hit the front now. Look at North Melbourne score, 9-21 to Collingwood 9-15. So North go to 70 points to Collingwood 69. And by golly, the Magpies have got to come to life now as the ball is driven out there towards Maggrove. Can he mark it? Punched away by Count, but comes to Cable. But he overruns the ball. Picked up here by Hyde. The ball driven out towards Twiggy Dunn and Gumbleton. There they go, battling hard. It's Gumbleton smothering the ball. Twiggy Dunn's got it now. He's going to go for a run. He's clear. Boots the ball well up there towards that full forward zone. There's Croswell and Moore going for it. Up the back is a little Wearmouth. Can he get clear? One of his tail is Henshaw, but he's grabbed on the line. And the ball is out of bounds. This time it's in the Collingwood forward pocket. Only about 25 metres around from their goal. They've got a score here to make the scores level with a point or kick a goal and be in front. Grabbed here by Montgomery. He's played a fantastic game. Out it goes there to Stan Ellis. He had a ball on that wing position there today. He's been unbeatable. They've got Anderson on him now. Put Gordon out of business for about 3 quarters. Short pass. It's okay, and there's a good mark to Xavier Tanner, playing a great game too. He's really come to life since half-time. Xavier Tanner. North Melbourne in front by a point at the 23.5-minute mark. As the ball goes out there wide, Arnold Brightus playing a great game, but not kicking too straight. Let's see what he can do with this. The ball is shot up towards the full forward zone. Up there's Baker, got the mark. Baker's got it. This could be names. He's already kicked 5. And he's got the chance to put him in right in front by 7 points. There's Thompson looking a very dejected player.
24 minutes of play will absolutely in this final quarter.
Here he goes now. Baker. This could sew it up for North Melbourne as he fires it through, and North Melbourne hits the front by 7 points. That's Baker's 6th goal. There he is, holding his hands up like he was the world champion heavyweight, number 29. He certainly played a pretty good game today, kicking 6 goals.
And Anderson is off the ground, but there's still a long way to go. For a Collingwood supporter, don't despair, because I would say there's probably about 6 minutes of play at least remaining. 24.5 minutes just ticked over. But I would say this quarter will run for about 31 minutes at least. So, North Melbourne back in front by 7 points. Cable. There's Casson, can't break clear. Bond's handle goes straight to Montgomery. His kick smothered. It's very scrambly, desperate football. Almost at the half-forward line of the Magpies, taken turn by Montgomery again. Out towards the centre wing, member side of the ground, and the real chase is on now. The boundary line will beat them all. It's going to be a boundary throw in centre wing. North Melbourne leading by 7 points. Well, talk about impossible dreams. We mentioned Collingwood's before, but North Melbourne's could come through. They've trailed by 27 points at 3/4 time. They now lead by 7. Casson, centre wing, he's come to life too. Back towards the half-forward line for North Melbourne. It's out of bounds in the full. The Magpies to move into attack. Free kick to be taken almost in the centre wing by Billy Picken. Boots towards the half-forward line. Dunn pushed out. Turn it goes by Bond. Gives Byron a chance. Plenty of pace to Swallow. Streaming goalwards. Henshaw and Hop to shoot, and another boundary throw in. 25.5 minutes of play now. We're into time on. Probably about 5 minutes remaining. North Melbourne by 7 points in the 1977 Grand Final.
North Melbourne playing with a lot of determination. They've got a lot of spirit. They've got their spirit up now as the ball comes down here. Good play by Tanner as he clears. He's been a real match winner since half-time. And there's the ball. Just Tanner showing a lot of confidence, running away from his Collingwood opponents, who appear to be tired at the moment. Out she goes wide, and there's Baker. Oh, he's got confidence now. Already kicked 6 goals. He'd be about 70 metres out. This would be a miraculous goal if he could kick this one. Here he goes, Baker, number 29. Oh, it's a shocking kick off the side of his boot, but I don't think North Melbourne supporters would growl about him because he's kicked 6 goals. And Baker in your screen there, a player that was rejected by North Melbourne, then given away by Geelong back to North, and he looks like he could be the winner for the 1977 Grand Final for North Melbourne. Ball pushed out that time by Magro, grabbed by Casson. Has a go now for Baker again. He gets under the ball. Coming out now is Worthington. Can he pick it up? It'll bounce all right, but he's still finding it very hard to pick it up because there's David Dench on his tail. He knocks it over to Montgomery, drives it up towards the full forward zone. Brightus in front, Thompson at the back. He misses the mark. Here's a go now for Manasseh, trying to streak away. He does. He'll go for the long kick, but not a good one. It drops a bit short, right in the hands of Count. They're making mistakes galore, Collingwood, at the 26-minute mark as North Melbourne lead by 7 points in the 1977 Grand Final. There's a beautiful pass. Stan Alves has got out there on his own all day.
He's got about 25 kicks, I think, Louis. Well, 27-minute mark of the Grand Final about to tick over. Short pass to Nettlefold, and by golly, did he bring North to life, and he came on at 3/4 time. Down towards full forward. Sutton can't quite judge it well, though. It's going to bounce over the line, I think, for a boundary throw-in. North Melbourne deep into attack. 28 minutes approaching now. It's a free kick, in fact. Baker clapping Betts there. Free kick going Collingwood's way. Short pass goes out towards half-back, taken by Robert Hyde. He wants to hurry up. And in about 3 minutes remaining, the Magpies trail by 7 points out to Betts. Half-back line, Betts in turn towards the centre. Very short kick, though. North Melbourne's half-back line has been superb in this final quarter. Back towards the half-forward line. Thompson, how he lifted his legs. As he raced after the ball. He's played a mighty game for the Magpies. He's very tight indeed. Schimmelbusch the chance. Barham trying to break clear, can't do so. It's going to be a ball up. Centre wing, member side. 28 minutes approaching. And North Melbourne lead by 7 points in the 1977 Grand Final. And it certainly looks like North's second flag in the last 4 years.
There's the bounce again. Thompson knocks it out to Richardson. He's grabbed a bit high and he'll get a free kick. A free kick to Wayne Richardson. Little short of the half-back position up towards centre wing. Time running out for Collingwood. They trail by 7 points. And the ball driven out there down to the boundary line. But North Melbourne's Montgomery played a darn good game. Gets the ball back from Schimmelbusch. Punched away by Montgomery. A beautiful little play to Nettlefold. And it's out of bounds on the full. And a penalty free kick to go to Collingwood. And to take the free kick will be Picken down there at half-back.
Almost the 29-minute mark, Louis.
Approaching the 29-minute mark. North Melbourne in front by 7 points. The ball driven over towards the half-forward line. Wearmouth trying to get clear. But he can't. There's Gordon going. But he's grabbed by 3 North Melbourne defenders there. And the umpire will ball it up on Collingwood's half-forward line about 75 metres out from the goal. They're trailing by 7 points. Just on 29 minutes gone. Knocked out by Gumble to Schimmelbusch. The ball driven back there towards that wing position. Ireland couldn't take the mark. Grabbed by Picken, but it's a very high kick, putting the Collingwood forwards under the hammer now. There we see the ball pushed out again, backed up by Henshaw. Puckett goes towards Hick. He kicks it off the ground, playing it safe and goes for the boundary line. That's the way to play defensive football when you can't break clear. Don't take a chance, as we wait now for the ball to come back into play. It'll be Keenan and Dunn. Down to Bond. He gets a hand pass. Out to Magro. He's grabbed. He snaps for goal. Up towards Moore and has a go for Moore. He fires. Oh, and he's put it through. Oh, 1 point. Gully. Oh, that makes the difference. 1 goal. Now, if Collingwood can get a goal, it'll be a draw so far. And we're approaching the 30-minute mark of this last quarter. But there could be about 2 minutes to go, I'd say.
I'd say probably about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, Louis. Brent Croswell kicking off for North Melbourne. The Magpies need a goal to level the scores. Out towards half-back. Magro couldn't collect it. Free kick to Shaw, Collingwood's way. Taking with Robert Hyde. He wants to hurry on. He's wasting time, and Collingwood can't afford that. High down towards full forward. Moore setting himself. Can't grab a chance for Twiggy Dunn. Brent Croswell there. They're all fumbling. Half forward line almost to the forward pocket for the Magpies. Taken by Frank Gumbleton. He can't get an effective boot to ball. Wayne Richardson the chance. The boundary throw in. It's only about 10 metres around from Collingwood's behind post. They need a goal to tie the scores. About a minute of play remaining. Bond. Down he goes. North Melbourne players galore on that back line. They're all smothering. Umpire allowing play to go on. Back towards half-back it goes. Big leap by Ireland. On the ground, the chance for Renee Kink. Out it goes to Betts. He can't break clear. He's pushed in the back. Play goes on. Casson appealing for a free kick. Won't get one. It's going to be a ball up about 45 metres out from the Collingwood goal. And they trail by 6 points. The 30-minute mark, 30-and-a-half-minute mark in the final quarter.
Will time run out for Collingwood? Will it be a drawn game as the ball comes down again? Sure. He goes for a hand pass. There's a go for Kink and a top. He fires. Moore coming out after it. Right on his tail is Croswell. He fumbles the ball. He can't pick it up more. Down he goes. There's a go now for Magro. Down he goes. And the umpire would say, Magro getting out now. He snaps for goal. What's the result? It's out of bounds on the full. That's the thing that North Melbourne want, I'd say, because at least it's a penalty-free kick and a good long kick here will take it away from the danger zone for the time being.
31 minutes have just ticked over, Louis. Not much time to go.
Not much time to go. Collingwood led by 27 points at three-quarter time, I think it was, and now North Melbourne in front by 1 goal. A tremendous recovery by North Melbourne. Ball out towards that half-back line. There's the pack and a mark to Billy Picken. He better hurry up because time is running out at the 32-minute mark. And scores North Melbourne a goal in front. The kick by Picken is into the goal square. There's a mark here to someone.
It's in front of Twiggy Dunn.
It's Twiggy Dunn, I think, has got it. Oh, golly, it could be a drawn game.
We might be back here next week.
Oh, golly. There's the go now. Twiggy Dunn's got the mark. Will it be a drawn match because we're approaching the 33-minute mark? Time must be running out. Twiggy Dunn with the ball, only about 10 metres out from goal. And look at those North Melbourne players on the mark. Well, oh, the pressure on this veteran from Collingwood, played over 200 games, fires for the goals. And he's put it through and scores at that level. Scores at that level. Now, what will happen? Can they get it down there and score a point either side? What a climax this has reached.
33 minutes of play, Louis. The siren will sound very shortly.
I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to have a week hard today, would you?
It's going to be a tie for sure. 33 minutes has just ticked over. 33 minutes of play in this final quarter.
And that's Collingwood's first goal for the quarter.
There's the score, 76 points apiece. Well, that was the pressure kick of the season. 34 minutes approaching. No time left. I would say the siren will sound very shortly after this bounce. Can North Melbourne or Collingwood score a point? 34 minutes approaching in the final quarter. Scores level. Thompson contesting. Play still on the centre. Now it goes to Wayne Richardson. Gumbleton can't intercept. Play still on the centre. Dribbling forward, down towards full forward. Shaw spills it. And it goes towards Manasseh. He wants to sit on it if he can. He handball and turn out towards Betts. Betts from the half-back line towards the centre wing. The siren must sound shortly. Stan Alves the chance. Centre wing hurries his boot down towards full forward. Plenty of North Melbourne players there. Andrew Allen will score from behind. His neatest play takes the mark. And that, I think, is made certain of a tie. 34 minutes approaching. Ireland with the ball on the half-back line.
And the ball driven out there towards Max Richardson, picked up by Little Bond. He's going for a run. Can he get it down there in time? There's the siren, I think, for the end of the game.
It's a draw.
It's a draw. The 1977 Grand Final is a draw. And we'll be back here next week. By golly, another draw. What a great performance it was by North Melbourne. And also by Collingwood to come back in that final stage because it looked as though they were gone beyond recall. Look, there's a bit of a fight going on.
Little Keenan's doing.
Someone should tell him the game's over. It's not worth getting yourself knocked out about.
They played Renee King. It was Peter Keenan. But what a game. Jack Edwards.
Well, what can you say, Jack?
I'm sitting between Jack Edwards, the former North Melbourne champion, and Lewis, we all know, former Collingwood champion. I'm completely unbiased, and we're all even. It's a tie.